What if everything you know about that strange ringing in your ear is wrong? You've been told it's a medical condition, a dysfunction, a disorder. They call it tinnitus, just a glitch in your hearing system, they say. But what if I told you that's the biggest lie you've ever been sold? What if that sudden high-pitched frequency that cuts through silence has nothing to do with damage or disorder and everything to do with your spiritual intelligence? You see, the system wants you to dismiss it, to pop a pill, blame stress, and move on. But what if every time your ear buzzed, your soul was trying to warn you or remind you? What if those frequencies aren't dysfunctions at all, but divine transmissions? Because here's the truth they don't want you to even consider. The ringing in your ears may not be a symptom, it may be a message. What if the high-pitched ringing in your ears, the frequencies that come out of nowhere that no one else can hear, aren't flaws in your biology, but echoes of something far greater? What if they're not dysfunctions at all, divine transmissions? Because here's a truth few are willing to consider, one that mainstream science is quick to dismiss, and modern medicine has no framework to explain. That ringing may not be a symptom, it might be a signal, a message, a call. And there's a reason why ancient civilizations didn't treat this phenomenon as a defect to be fixed, but as a sacred sign to be honored. In the high altitudes of Tibet, monks spoke of the inner bell, a subtle tone heard in deep states of meditation, marking the presence of higher spiritual frequencies. They didn't fear it, they trained for years to hear it. In ancient Egypt, initiates in the mystery schools described hearing the tones of the gods during their initiations, audible frequencies that would flood their awareness as veils between dimensions began to thin. Even the philosopher Plato referenced the music of the spheres, a divine harmony that resonated just beyond the range of human hearing, only perceptible to the soul in moments of deep attunement. Indigenous shamans across continents speak of the hum of the earth, or the voice of spirit, as audible shifts in frequency that arrive during ceremony, vision quest, or trance. These were not dismissed as hallucinations, they were invitations to listen more deeply. But in today's world, we've been conditioned to tune it out, to pathologize the mystical, to medicate the metaphysical. Modern science chalks it up to tinnitus, random neurological misfires, stress-induced static, or inner ear damage. And while in some cases that may be true, the reductionist view misses the mystery. Because here's what they don't tell you. Intelligence agencies, defense contractors, and secret research divisions have quietly funneled millions into studying audio anomalies, those strange, spontaneous tones reported by remote viewers, psychic intuitives, and people in heightened states of awareness. Why? Because these frequencies tend to appear right before something shifts, right before a person sees through the veil, right before a breakthrough, right before a download, right before the illusion cracks and something real shines through. Those tones often accompany moments when reality bends and multidimensional awareness leaks in, when the conscious mind can no longer suppress what the soul already knows. Ask those who've trained in remote viewing. Ask energy healers. Ask near-death experiencers. Ask the ones who've been clinically dead for 3 minutes, but came back with stories of sound, tones that lifted them out of their bodies, tones that carried them through tunnels of light. Many describe it the same way, not as noise, but as code, not chaotic, but intelligent, not random, but rhythmic, as if something, someone was trying to communicate. What if that high-frequency ringing you hear at night, when the world is quietest, is your soul attuning to a bandwidth your logical mind can't decode? What if you've been trained to fear what's actually an invitation, to dismiss what's actually guidance, to numb what's actually divine contact? Because maybe that sound isn't just inside your head. Maybe it's coming through you, a resonance from a higher octave of existence, a transmission that only the brave will stop to receive. So the next time you hear it, pause, don't label it, listen, and ask yourself, what if this is not noise, but a message I was born to understand? The method is simple, but don't mistake simplicity for smallness. It's ancient, it's sacred, and it's yours to reclaim. Step 1, pause. When that sudden frequency strikes, whether piercing or soft, fleeting or sustained, stop. Still your body, still your thoughts. Even for just a breath, something is arriving, something your soul wants you to notice. Step 2, observe the field. Who's around you? What are you thinking? Where are you standing, sitting, feeling? This isn't random, it's contextual. The tone always speaks to the moment. The scene is part of the message. Tune in, see with your inner senses. What energy surrounds you? Step 3, drop out of the mind, drop into the body. Let go of the need to analyze, instead, feel. Is there a shiver, a tightness, a sense of déjà vu, a surge of memory? The tone is a bridge, not to logic, but to knowing. Let it carry you. Let it open the door to what your deeper self already understands. Step 4, ask within. Is this a warning or a recognition? Don't rush. Ask, then wait. You may not get words, but your body will answer. A flutter in the chest, goosebumps, a subtle pull in the gut. That's your compass. Step 5, document the moment. Time, date, where you were, who you were with, what you were thinking or feeling. The more you track it, the more you'll see the web. Themes will arise. Symbols will repeat. You'll begin to recognize a language, one that's unique to your frequency, because that's what this is, a resonant dialogue. A vibrational language between your soul, your higher awareness, and your embodied mind. It doesn't come through words, it comes through waves. At first, it might seem subtle, disconnected, but stay with it. The more you listen, the louder it becomes. The more you honor it, the more it reveals. Then the shift begins. You'll start to notice synchronicities like breadcrumbs, subtle but impossible to ignore. Moments feel alive with meaning. Strangers seem familiar. The words in a conversation echo a dream from the night before. You see the matrix behind the moment. You feel the layers in real time. And then it clicks. You're not just in the world, you're interfacing with it. The ringing becomes a signal post, a tuning fork for truth, a compass guiding you to what is aligned and away from what isn't. You'll sense when something's off, before it even happens. You'll know when a choice will ripple beyond this moment. You'll recognize the souls you've known before, not by face, but by frequency. Your intuition becomes fluent, your perception sharpens, and life itself begins to speak to you in patterns, pulses, and sacred echoes. That once annoying ring, it becomes your soul's Morse code, your divine radar, a note from your higher self reminding you you're not alone in this field. You're not lost, you're being guided. And the more you trust it, the more it responds, because awareness is a feedback loop. When you show up, so does the signal. And you're showing up now, you're listening, you're remembering, and you can't unhear what your soul just whispered. So the next time that ring comes, unexpected, crystalline, electric, you'll pause, you'll breathe, you'll know. This isn't dysfunction, this isn't madness. This is activation. Maybe you didn't find this message by accident. Maybe it found you. A signal disguised as a sentence, a reminder hidden in rhythm. Because your deeper self has been waiting for you to stop dismissing what you've always felt. You're ready now, ready to trust the subtle, ready to read the unseen, ready to return to the language of light and tone. So when the sound comes next, tonight, tomorrow, or 3 weeks from now, don't question it. Feel it, follow it, and remember, you're not broken, you're being called. The only question that remains is, will you answer?